there were a number of leaders who were really uncomfortable with this study of Mormon fundamentalism, and there was a good reason why. During the 1970s and the 1980s, there was a growing number of LDS converts to fundamentalist communities who were coming to believe that the LDS Church had apostatized, lost its way, and that the fundamentalists had the truth, the fullness of the gospel, the top covenants and sealings like polygamy. And so LDS authorities were terrified that anything that would confirm those fundamentalist narratives, including post-manifesto polygamy, would undercut the LDS Church claims. And so the way that they approached it during the late 1970s and early 1980s was to deny all elements of the fundamentalist origins claims, and that meant continuing to deny that the LDS Church solemnized plural marriages after the 1890 manifesto. Quinn knew this dynamic, and so he actually wrote in his diary, "If I ever publish on this topic, nothing is going to keep the apostles from excommunicating me." A prediction that turned out to be quite prescient. It also became a key feature of D. Michael Quinn's growing conflict with the Quorum of the 12. I'll give one example of this. In 1980 and 81, there was a tense fight between the apostle, Boyd K. Packer, who was often one of the most outspoken apostles skeptical of the academic study of Mormon history, and D. Michael Quinn. Boyd K. Packer, again an apostle, delivered an address at BYU titled "The Mantle is Far, Far Greater Than the Intellect," in which he argued that these scholars are undercutting LDS Church claims and they should not have a place under LDS employment, a direct threat to the type of works that D. Michael Quinn and others are doing, saying that these scholars need to get in line and follow what LDS apostles and prophets are saying and not challenging them. D. Michael Quinn then offers his own rebuttal at a public address at BYU in which he critiqued that type of perspective, saying that these scholars are necessary to show us the actual truth of the fast, and that it was those moral foundations that they learned within the moral tradition, within the Mormon tradition, that led them to uncover the real history. This dispute actually got covered in Newsweek magazine as apostles versus historians, and it got D. Michael Quinn in trouble.